The Chiefs might just be on the verge of a groundbreaking move that could turn the tide in our favor. A bold trade could land us a player who could immediately make an impact. Curious? Don't miss out on the full breakdown. Subscribe to KC, Chiefs Central, and let's dive into what could be the biggest story of the offseason. Hey Chiefs Kingdom! Big things are happening, and today, we've got some massive news that could change the future of the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's dive into a blockbuster trade proposal that's causing a lot of buzz, and it involves none other than one of the most exciting defensive prospects in this year's draft, Walter Nolen. After that heartbreaking Super Bowl loss to the Eagles, the Chiefs are in full rebuild mode. But rebuilding doesn't mean starting from scratch. It means making bold moves that can instantly elevate the team. Enter Walter Nolen, the defensive tackle who could be the missing piece next to Chris Jones. Now let's talk about the trade. Proposal that could bring Nolen to Kansas City. The Chiefs are eyeing a move up in the draft, proposing to send their 31st overall pick and a third rounder to the Baltimore Ravens in exchange for the 27th overall pick and a fourth rounder. Why does this matter? Well, moving up just a few spots could give the Chiefs the chance to snag a player like Walter Nolen, someone who could immediately contribute to the defense and solidify the front line. Think about it. Nolen would be a perfect complement to Chris Jones, giving the Chiefs one of the most formidable defensive tackle duos in the league. With the Eagles' dominant offensive line exposing some of the Chiefs' weaknesses in the Super Bowl, adding a player like Nolen could help shore up the defense and provide much-needed pressure up front. However, making a trade with the Ravens, a direct AFC rival, is no small decision. These two teams are fresh off an intense battle in last year's AFC Championship, and now they're discussing a deal that could potentially impact both teams in a huge way. It's a risky move, but one that could pay off big time for the Chiefs if they land Nolen. Man, if we pull off this trade for Walter Nolen, it could change everything for us. I mean, think about it. We've all seen how much of a difference maker Chris Jones can be on the line, and now imagine having someone like Nolen right next to him. This guy is a beast, and he could help us dominate the trenches, something we desperately need after seeing what happened against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. They exposed our line, and we need to bounce back with a defensive powerhouse like Nolen to make sure we're never in that position again. But here's the thing. Making a trade with the Ravens, that's risky business. These two teams went to battle in the AFC Championship, and now we're talking about swapping picks with them. But if it means getting Nolen and solidifying our defense, then it could definitely be worth it. I trust our front office to make the right move, but we have to consider what it means for our future. If we want to be contenders, we need players who can step up immediately, and Walter Nolen could be exactly what we need. I'm all in for this trade if it helps us get stronger in the trenches. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense. We've got to fix the defense, and Nolen could be the guy to do that. The Chiefs are in rebuild mode, but they're not rebuilding from scratch. They're making smart moves to reload and get back to being Super Bowl contenders. If we land Nolen, we'll be right back in the conversation as one of the top teams in the AFC. Let's get this done. So, what do you think, Chiefs Kingdom? Should the team pull the trigger on this trade? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss any updates about the Chiefs. This offseason is shaping up to be one for the books. Would Walter Nolen be the game changer the Chiefs need on defense? Drop your thoughts in the comments.